Be prepared for highly offensive language from the start and throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
From the heart of Bournemouth, this is Celebrity Big Brothers, hit on the stateside. Tonight, supermodel superstar Caprice, and the man behind Cher and Madonna, drag queen Charlie Hides, ex-housemate punk Alex Sippy, and Cammy Lee. Entertainment courtesy of Kavanaugh. And tickling your funny bone, it's Matt Richardson. But now, please welcome the host with the most, Ryland Clark.
Emotional because it's my last Saturday of the series. I know, I'm a bit emotional, but don't worry, because I've got an action-packed show for you to get your teeth into, and what a night it's been, and what a set of teeth, let me just tell you. But before I talk about the main house, I've got to take a moment to reflect on last night's bit on the side. Did you see it?
I love Jenna. I think she's amazing. I think she's brilliant. And I love Austin as well. And they've got every right to win.
People are shaking their heads at this dumb bitch. I don't know what's going on.
Let me just ask Gail quickly.
One minute.
Nicola?
Did I just get called a dumb bitch? By this dumb bitch?
So.
On that note, Nicola, happy birthday. Happy birthday. There we go. Nicola, I'm going to come to you.
I don't have time. I'm already sitting. Have another baby at 16 really and then come back to me.
Okay, ladies, very quickly. Shush. Sarah, what? Darling, shush. It's a little bit tense. I've managed to mop up the blood from the floor, wiped away Gal's tears, you know, it's all like... But that's live TV, what can I say on a Friday night? But I'm not sure Nicola McLean and Farrow are going to be going for a girly night out anytime soon. But let's get back to the house. And yesterday, the housemates had to play the... End of the world is nigh task. And the task involved asking the housemates to imagine what it would be like living in a what's the word? Janice, what's the word, babe?
If a zombie apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
If there was a zombie apocalypse.
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 There we go.
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, she didn't really quite get it. But she don't need to worry about things like that because she can live on the proceeds of selling her supermodel eggs.
I'm the world's first supermodel, and I have, you know, if I sold my eggs, baby cakes, they'd go for $1 trillion of eggs. So there. Thank you very much.
Well said, Janice. Well said.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you tried purchasing a supermodel egg.
Yeah, and I've actually got one of her supermodel eggs here. Look, they're here. No, we've got to be fair though. We are very lucky to be in the presence of one of Janice's supermodel eggs. We've got to be careful though, because any sudden movements or anything like that, you know, it's worth $3 billion. Oh my God. In other news from the house, it's all about James and Austin again. I just can't get over the supermodel. Listen, we're going to be talking more about the love triangle that seems to be developing between James and Austin and Jenna soon. But yesterday morning, Austin laid his soul bare and told James how he really felt. Oh!
James, I've got to tell you something.
What?
I've developed feelings for you.
Oh, yeah?
And I want to leave my husband for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for you.
And I love you.
Do you?
And if you don't come with me when we go leave this house, I will murder you.
You will murder me.
Listen, don't be scared, James. He's only joking, isn't he? He's only joking. All right. Not all a bit awkward. There were a few tender moments in the house as well. Sherry's mini meltdown. I felt for Shell, I did. And also Natasha, she had a couple of moments, didn't she, with that photograph in bed. Let's have a look, bless her. Oh, look at her. I mean, do you know what? I actually snuck into the bedroom just after that. And I found the picture and look, bless her, look, how lovely of her. Look. I can't, she's always been a fan. Darling, how lovely of her. But listen, bedtime in the Big Brother house, it's... Oh, but wait, the sleeping arrangements have had a bit of a mix-up.
Jenna, I'm just gonna it warmed up. First of all,
Did you want Austin to open his eyes? Do you know what I mean? We wanted to see that. Well, listen, moving on to today, the housemates woke up to find themselves in an apocalyptic BB house. I can say it. And Janice was literally scared for her life.
Oh my God! It's a volcano! Oh my God!
no way!
Oh my God!
No!
Sorry. I'm so happy.
Scary, isn't
I'm
it?
quite scared. Zombies might come.
Yes! Yes! We're all going to die.
We're all going to die. She weren't the only one struggling with the transformation. Jenna's derriere had a bit of bother as well.
They're quite
That's not going to fit me.
They are quite restricted.
Oh, that's not going to fit my ass. No
How
way.
yours are trousers?
Look, that won't go over my butt.
Oh my God, it's not going to go over the bubble butt.
We
can rip it a bit. No, we can't get over a butt.
Rip it a bit.
Don't rip it. Before you rip it.
So rude.
No, before...
Yeah, come on, it's going now. You're going to have to rip it.
Oh, God. There you go.
There we are.
Oh, my God, no, it's... Ow.
And believe me, have I got a juicy tell-all exclusive for you about Jenna's behind a bit later on. You do not want to miss that, believe me. All right, Chloe, calm down, babes. No need to shout, getting worked up. What's she like? Listen, let's get on with the show. I know everyone wishes that this show was all about me, don't they? I mean, come on. But they insist on having guests, and believe me, we have got a line-up for you tonight. First up, he's a legend from Big Brother 3, and that's the way he likes it. My next one is the ultimate supermodel, but for God's sake, don't tell Janice I said that. And she's taken on Cher, Madonna and Joan Rivers, but tonight we get to see the real woman behind the face mask. Give it up for Alex Sibley, Caprice and Charlie Hyde! Charlie's having a moment. You take it in, babe. Take it. Go on, nearly. We're on the count. Oh. But thank you so much for coming on my last Saturday show. It's a pleasure. What a good-looking panel as well. What a bunch of bits.
What a good-looking host.
Oh, wow. You are lovely. Listen, Caprice, let me come to you. Last time you were on, you were quite vocal about your hatred for Farrah. I think you called her Satan, I think was the word you used.
What do you mean, oh no?
Has your opinion changed at all?
Well, you know what? She's been a little bit boring, actually, in the last week, and I kind of started to like her a little bit. But when I came on... Wait.
Oh, God, kind of 2 nights.
No, but when I came on, she was so mean, and she made Natasha cry, she made Gail cry, and she said she loved it, she liked it. It's mean.
So what are you thinking of her now? Because obviously she went last night.
You know what?
And here she is.
Here she is to call me a bitch. Yay! What do I think of her now?
Yeah.
I think she's great TV, actually.
She is, and that's the thing.
You love
she's
to
great
hate
to watch.
her, and she's gold. And now she's gone.
Now that's the end of Jara. Al, what are you making of this series?
I think Big Brother's done a really good thing about putting half of the house Americans. I mean, look, the English guys that are in there, we do love them because we know them, but the thing is with the Americans, when they come in, they're a little bit different to the English guys. The truth is, though, when people say, oh, it's all about the paycheck, the truth is the Americans that are in here, they've probably got more money than the English guys have anyway. And they're here because they love England. You ever say, oh, my God, it was great. I went to England. It was great. I met the Queen. Oh, you know, they love the whole thing about that. And
It's
I think
so
that's
nice
why...
they talk about me like that, isn't it?
The thing is
lovely that they say that about that.
But they're not scared of show. They want to put on a good show. They're not scared of doing anything bad, and they have done. And as an English guy, I feel a bit bad. As much as some of the Americans I hate, I love them because they're great viewing. I hate Farrah like there's no tomorrow. But she's fantastic to watch. And I feel a bit bad 'cause it's like watching a car crash. You shouldn't really, but, you know, a car crash is far more interesting than watching traffic just going by without anything happening, you know?
I'm sure Farrah will be really appreciative of your description of her. Charlie, let's look at the Brits because I've heard you've got a bit of a soft spot for James.
He is not hard on the eyes, and a few of you might have had fantasies about him. But in the
Don't lie, Teresa, look at her. She's loving it.
But the thing is, I can scream out his name in bed at night, and my husband won't mind because my husband is also named James. So. I was talking about you, honey.
Well, listen, as you can see, I've definitely got a panel of divas tonight, so let's talk about divas in the house. You love a good... Yes, Alex Sibley, we know you're a bit of a diva. We'll get there in a minute, don't you worry, we've got proof. Charlie, you love a good bit of diva. What have you made of the divas in this series?
You've got your money's worth, particularly the American divas. They would have been cheap at half the price. They have delivered. They brought their A game.
Who's been your ultimate?
Janice, because she's the queen.
Janice.
I mean, at first I thought, oh, she's going to be overshadowed by Farrah and Jenna, but she's so good at the game that she is. She just had to do another little sidestep, chop and change it, and take another, you know, just it took her 2 seconds to say game plan C.
Yeah, she went from A, B, C. She's on Y at the moment, so we're just going to see how she gets on.
But she's a master at it.
Caprice, who's your queen diva in there at the minute?
You know what? All the Americans are really standing tall. Even Austin.
Yes! Yeah.
He just can't let go of a damn argument.
Well, he is the argument normally.
I mean, he is, but how fabulous is that?
We actually didn't even know if Sherry or Natasha had gotten voted out because in tonight's program they're only on screen for about 2 seconds. It's really hard to tell that.
It's like the American show.
Yeah.
It's the American show. This is where all the drama is.
It is. There is a lot of drama, but also what I think I've personally seen, we saw a bit of wackiness sort of with Janice quite a lot. But in tonight's show, we saw Jenna and Austin that they turned around and said that they didn't regard her as part of the team of the United States. They really just pushed her aside pretty much.
Well, that's because there's Team America, there's Team UK, and then there's Team Janice.
Oh, well.
Exactly.
This is what I want to talk about.
It is so true. But Janice is, I mean, I did a reality show with her in America, and Janice is so smart and so calculating. She's looking for her next TV show. I think you're right.
She is,
and you know, God bless her. She has made a goddamn fortune on doing reality TV
And good
shows.
luck to Janice Dickinson.
Yes. Good luck.
That's what we say. I'm sure this lot have got plenty to say for themselves, but for now, give them a round of applause. My panel tonight. Stay tuned, because coming up, prepare to have your tackles tickled, because Matt Richardson's going to be taken to the stage with his sideways look at this week's action. Plus, we're going to be linking up to Sin City and talking to the glamorous Cammy Lee. She's going to be joining us from Vegas, and Kavanagh is going to be bringing us to a good old climax at the end of the show when he sings us out. I'll see you after the break. There's Kavanagh. I'll have a go with her. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the stateside coming up. Cammy Lee's going to be adding a bit of US Forever, direct from Las Vegas, and I know you can't get enough of him. Our favourite bass dropper is back. Scoop! Look at it, Scoop! But first, last night, of course, was the night of the big eviction twist, which ended with Austin being forced to choose between Jenna and Farrah, and this led to a big old fallout in the house. But it was James, not Austin, that seemed to get most of the Caroline flack. Do you know what I'm talking about? Al, Jenna was really hurt that James didn't save her. What were you making of that whole chat?
I don't know. I think the reason why James saved her is the same thing as if you're walking down the street and you see an old lady, you're going to help them cross the road. And I think... well, that's what I would do.
I think it was
I'm just going to play with my prop pen.
Yeah.
There you go. There
I think that's what he's done it there, really, because maybe he thinks deep down... I mean, Jenna can take a lot of things.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Whereas maybe Janice probably could do in her youth, but not so much in her mature life.
Wait a minute, so Alex, you think that he felt sorry for her? That is bollocks.
She can take care of herself.
Sorry for Janice Dickinson, P.S.
Well, that's what the English do. We feel...
She will pull a blade on you. She will mess you up.
Whatever she needs to do to get her TV show, her
She will
next TV
eat
show.
you. She will spit you out.
Hello?
Well, let's talk about James and Jenna, because they went from having a bit of a Barney, couple of glasses of wine, bit of flirting, and then they're in bed.
Yeah, but we had a couple of glasses of wine in the dressing room, and I'm ready to do them both. So get the cameras rolling.
Actually, all three of us.
Oh, here we go. There's a show. There's a show right there. Do you think there's more to sort of come with all of that? Because we were focusing...
Literally.
You're writing your own punchline.
Please. I mean,
Pro.
we've been focusing so much on Farrah and James, thinking there's something there that's, like, unrequited and it's just hidden. Were we blind not to see Jenna and James?
Well, with alcohol, anything can happen. I mean, look, I was in there 9 weeks. These guys have been in there, what, 2 or 3 weeks,
now,
you know?
yeah.
The cabin fever does set in. You think that there's nobody else in the world apart from them. So who knows? I mean, the thing is, though, they are becoming very friendly. Look, James and Austin, who I love the two of them. I think it's fantastic. There are spare beds in there, but the fact that the two of them are still in there together, I think it's lovely, and I think that is cabin fever, because in the real world that probably wouldn't happen, you know.
But do you know what I thought? I know, Caprice, you were going to say. Go on, babe. No, go on. I can't cut Caprice off. I won't cut Caprice off.
Fabulous and juicy would that be if they hooked up?
Let's get
Maybe Jenny could teach us a few things.
Well, this is the thing. I thought if Jenna and James did hook up, obviously I know Jenna's got a fiancé, Lior, and everything, but if they did hook up and have a child, it would be Jenna, James and son. Do you know what I mean?
You've been thinking about it. No, as people are leaving the house, there are fewer people, and so they're going to have more moments together, and this is what we've seen. We've seen a few moments of touching and fondling and bedroom action, but there's 24 hours in a day. How much are they getting on the rest of the time?
Charlie's making a new show out of this. He's sitting there thinking, oh, it's going to be
but do you guys think this is real? Are they opting for airtime? Because we're coming to the end.
Yes.
And they want to win this thing.
Well, tonight
we
we saw the End of the World task, didn't we? That's gone in, and that led to, obviously, Team US clashing with Janice. I want to talk about this again, because Chloe said it was no way to treat a lady how the Americans were turning on Janice. Do you agree with that? Because what was you making of that? Because Janice, in all fairness, she was giving them every fucking answer, weren't she?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right, they were right. They were right to sort of shut her down.
Of course they were.
Janice is no lady. She's Janice Dickinson, first world supermodel. So that's something altogether different. It's another species. And that snoring is like she's calling to the alien mothership.
That's the noise she actually
Yeah, that
made.
egg is like the egg in Alien. That's what that is.
So you think Janice knows pretty much what she's doing, but we've got another older lady in there, our Sherry. She had a bit of a...
Who?
Don't be horrible to Sherry Houston. She had a
Which
bit of a
one's
mini
Sherry?
meltdown. Don't, Nana.
That mini meltdown though was calculated.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I think
that's.
so.
Actually, no, I don't think it is. Good
She
luck.
has been watching Chloe Jasmine go, I don't understand, Stevie, crying without any water coming out of her eyes.
Hello.
Well, this is the thing. Sherry wasn't in the top 4.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
she now knows that she's not in the top
She's
4.
gotta
Do you think
step
So
that
she
was
has
that?
to do a Chloe and start crying and start
Yeah.
talking to herself, act a little crazy.
What do you mean, you guys? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
It's alcohol.
What do you
Here's
think?
the
She's
thing.
losing the plot now? Or
I
what?
need to talk about this because
could be
Scoop's out, right? I'm still in denial at the fact that Scoop has left that house. I'm just saying.
He's a
I
nice
thought
guy,
he was
wasn't he?
great.
He was
He was a
lovely.
nice
He was a
guy.
nice guy.
So I decided the only way to make everyone feel better was to get him back for a little old game. So here's what happened in the appropriately titled Here's the Thing.
Here's the thing. Me, Batman Story. 3 clues, something's in there. It's long. It's hard, but it can be soft. I'm thinking banana. Okay, now this is damn sure not banana. There's gotta be a dick in here. What do you mean? Where's it coming? There's no cum in a damn cucumber. All you guys have to do all day is sit around and think about this kind of stuff? Okay, let's see. Fits in your head. It could be many things. You use it on your own. This is where my mind goes in another place. You put it in your mouth. Okay, chances are these are mints under here. Toothbrush, absolutely wrong. It's brown. It floats. This could be something from James or Bobby, because those guys were the worst. It's sticky. It's brown, it floats, and it's sticky. I'm probably never gonna get any of these right. A stick. Like, what's wrong with you guys? It's on the side, something's wrong with you. Let's see. It's hairy on the outside. It's wet on the inside. Now, I know they don't have one of those in here. There'd be ass over here and legs and everything, so I know it's not that. Oh, it's hard to get into. You can't ask people that haven't had sex for 20 days these kind of questions. Kiwi is what I'm gonna say. And coconuts. Yeah. Maybe I'll take these home and make a salad or something out of it. 6 inches long. It's got a head on it. It's got a head on it. Think it's something like a screwdriver or a hammer. You can blow it. Depends on who's gonna blow it, because I'm not blowing it. Okay, $100 bill. This is a Big Brother $100 bill. It's not even worth 10 pence. It's your fault, Riley. It's your damn fault.
It's always my fault. It's always my fault. I love him. Oh, well, listen, my next guest is the curly-haired comic who's wisecracked his way into all of our hearts and is still trying to charm his way into my bed. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Here with his take on the house action, it is Matt Richardson and his massive buzz!
Hello. Yes, it is my last buzz of the series. It's the last time you get to see me and my massive clock. As we go into the final week, it's all starting to heat up. The most interesting fact I found out this week is that Stevie has a penchant for a bit of Harry Potter fun in the bedroom.
Everybody got to bed till about 3 o'clock. Me and Chloe were just, we were ready to snuggle and muggle, you know what I mean?
Snuggle and muggle. Stevie! Now, Stevie, tell me, has Chloe ever let you go down her Diagon Alley, eh? Does she let you Expelliarmus on her back? Tell me, Stevie, have you ever found the golden snitch? Nothing he likes more than smashing in some back Dumbledores. Yes, that's for the Harry Potter fans. You're bloody welcome. Stevie and Chloe have become a big part of the Big Brother family, and Sherry is very much the mother. Although at the eviction last night, she made it seem like if they were her children, they'd definitely be her least favourite.
I want to be saved because I see the 2 boys on the end as my sons, Tasha's my daughter, and these 2 as my other children. I love them all so much.
It's my other children. They live in a shed. Just stick them in. You know, although I suppose their relationship is about as convincing as a brother and a sister pretending to be in one as well. This week... Oh, yeah, it's so real. This week was also Stevie's birthday, and we have exclusive footage of the moment Chloe was told she'd have to sleep with him for his birthday treat.
Stevie and Chloe Jackson.
Tears of joy or sorrow, we'll never know. Some of the other housemates must be looking forward to a bit of quiet time with their other halves once they leave the house. Austin's husband tweeted this. Thank you, everyone, for your support of Austin. If he's out tomorrow, if he's out tomorrow, I have my things ready. And that is a photo of insert dick here, written in condoms. You know, I like arts and crafts like that, you know. I'm sure Austin is just as excited as Jake as soon as he can tear himself away from the best matched duo Big Brother has ever had.
'Cause I am your lady, and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can.
Bromance at its best. It's like watching a film. Amazing. Although, with James, Jenna isn't happy this week, and she made it clear.
He's gonna have to deal with the fact that Jenna Jameson thinks he's a fucking douche lord.
Now, I wasn't quite sure what that was, so I had to Google it. Now, trust me, Googling Jenna Jameson fucking douche lord was not a good idea. It actually turns out it was a series of porn films she was in. Jenna Jameson, fucking douche lord 7, this time it's Missionary, was my personal favourite of all of them. Another person who loves films is Stevie, but he can't quite get the quotes right.
Do you know what? To make the final, to go to the distance, in the words of Rocky Balboa, all we want to do is go the distance.
That famous quote from Rocky. It isn't a quote, right? It isn't a quote. You need to start getting your references right. Now, I'm nearly done for the series, and in the great words of the Terminator, I'll return. Wait, no, that's wrong as well. Fuck. Thanks very much. Now, because we're coming to the end of the series, there's something I've really wanted to do all summer.
'Cause I am your
Coming up, we'll be getting into the Smarts and Pounds action. Don't go anywhere, I'll be back quickly. Go to front. Look at your face. Oh, I love it. Come over mine. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the stage side. We're going to be chatting to our tattoo tease, Cammy Lee, very soon. And excitement is reaching fever pitch as we await our exclusive performance of Kavanagh's new single. It's already sold out! But now I think it's time for an exclusive. Take a look.
I watched some of these girls, and they did so much anal that they ended up like with a prolapse because, and having to have surgery because they did so much anal. Like, that's so disgusting.
Yeah, like they're shoving all sorts of, you know, aren't they?
All
like,
kinds of stuff.
Biggest thing they can find in room, do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, my one friend, she's awesome, but she could take a baseball bat up her ass.
How did they do it? Did they have to like?
I don't know.
Did they have to like gradually stretch it or something? Like that?
Oh my God, a pinky, and I'm like, oh no!
A pinky.
Take it easy.
Oh dear me. Funny. So you've never done that before, like?
No way.
What about in life?
Twice.
Is that it?
It was like a thing that I wanted to
experience. So you've only in your life
twice.
The biggest porn star in the world has had anal twice.
I know.
That is madness, isn't it?
It's sad.
Did James just say he's done anal twice?
Yeah, I think James might be hoping to be number 3 by the looks on his face. Panel, what's your thoughts on that very exclusive?
Well, thank you for sharing that with
You
us.
are welcome. Happy Saturday.
Yes,
you know,
you're
and she's the most famous porn star in the world, and she says, "Ooh," and I scream. She's the most famous porn star, and she's trying. She says she's only done it.
Well, her mate can take a baseball bat, apparently. I mean, good luck to her.
But that's like Farrah calling James sleazy. Farrah did a video called Backdoor Teen Mom. You know, hello.
Hi. Thank you for the information. Let's slowly move on
You
to
weren't
someone.
aware of that, Ryan?
No, I'm aware of everything. I just
Okay.
try and forget, Chad. Honestly, I just really try my hardest. Well, listen, she rocked the Big Brother house 9 months ago, and she had us all gripped. Whether she was BFFing with Chloe or clashing with Perez or cozying up to Callum sometime, she ain't scared of holding back. So, what does she make of our celebrity pack of wolf from Celebrity Big Brother 15? Bitch, please, it's Cammy Lee! There she is! Oh, Cam, you're in Sin City, Las Vegas, aren't you? What are you up to over there?
Well, right now I'm at Olympia, the convention, in like some storage part doing this for you guys. So I'm not gambling right now, but I will tonight.
Oh, she's going to have a flutter. She loves a good flutter. And do you know what, Cam? Las Vegas is known for its casinos. So if you did have to have a flutter, who would you be putting your money on at the moment?
You know, I'm on Natasha and James. I'm going 50-50 right now.
Oh, so you think a Brit's going to win?
Yeah.
How have the Americans done you all proud?
I hate them all.
You're not a fan?
I'm not, I liked Batman Scoop, obviously. I thought he was really cool. Janice is growing on me. Austin cannot stand him. Jara, ugh, no.
Not a fan. Who would you have slung out last night? Because obviously Farrah went last night. Would you have chose her or would you have gone for someone else?
I would have chosen her and Jenna and her chins.
Oh! Bitch, please. Well, listen, the Americans seem to be like a certain yeast-based product this year. You either love them or hate them. Other ones are available. You had Perez in your house, so let's take a look at some of Hilton's hostility.
Don't try to push on me lesbian ways with Chloe to get into the British public. I don't want to say you should make out with her because you'll get a better vote. I don't give a flying fuck. I have something called self-respect and fucking dignity, and I have morals, and my fucking family's watching this. So don't come at me and tell me to make out or have like a lesbian ways with Chloe. I don't like it. I don't want to talk about it again. Don't fucking tell me I have to degrade myself so somebody out there can like me. Don't do it again, and that's it.
Oh, Cam, look at you. How does it feel reliving such happy memories?
Oh my God, my anxiety is like back up here. Jeez.
Who would you have preferred to live with, Perez or Jara?
Oh, you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this. Hell has frozen over. Perez.
Really?
Yeah.
You felt you could deal with him, but Jara would have been too much.
There's too many of them. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, double the trouble. Let me talk about Callum, because you enjoyed a sly little flirt with him. Obviously, we've got the bromance with Austin and stuff like that. How was your partner, obviously, when you came out?
He was just like, so, Callum, huh? I was like, no. No, he was really cool. He knows that I am a flirt. I'm just a flirt, natural flirt. And you know what? You get bored in that house. Sorry.
Sorry. Do you think between Austin and James it is a bit of harmless flirting, or do you think they've taken it a bit too far?
I'll be surprised if Austin still has a man when he comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, his husband's been treating. He's really supporting him. Very quickly, Cam, who do you think's going to win it? I know you said Natasha and James, but if you had to choose, who would you go for?
Natasha!
Natasha's the win. Well, listen, on that note, Cam, it's been so good speaking to you. Give it up for Cammy Lee. Bye, babe. Oh, bless you. I love Cam. Nice job. Well, listen, there's one thing I'm really going to miss about my Saturday show. I'm not lying. It's the bit that gets my adrenaline pumping. You know, it's the most thrilling moment of my week, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. And it's probably the closest I'll ever get to public transport again. For one last time until it gets its own show. It's time to find out.
Who's on the L Street Bucky?
Bloody hell, where's my driver? He said, be here, wait at the corner.
Oi, oi!
Here he is.
Hello, Faye. Come on, how are you? You alright? Oh, Bobby! I expected better from you, for God's sake.
I expected better from you.
For God's sake, just get on the fucking bubby.
Put the bag on the back.
You alright?
I'm alright, babe.
Is your seatbelt fastened?
No, but we're fine.
Let's go. Ta-da! you know what? The sun's out, Bob. I fancy a sing-song. Now we're back together. I wanna show you my heart is oh so true, and all the love I have is especially for you.
How's that,
Oh,
James
that was
Corden?
lovely. James Corden, move aside. Go on. Off you go. Mind your head. Don't forget your Louis. I don't know where it's gone. Bye, Bob. All the best. Oh, bless Bobby. I hope your head's all right. We've got so much more to come tonight. We're going to be chatting friends and frenemies in the house. And Kavanagh, yes, Kavanagh is here to perform his new single, Deja Vu. And Kavanagh, yes, Kavanagh is here to perform his new single, Deja Vu. And Kavanagh, yes, you get what I'm doing. It's called Deja Vu. They ain't got a clue. See you after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the stage side. Coming up, he is the first man of pop, Kavanagh. He's going to be singing his brand new single, but first, just 24 short days ago, a bevy of huge stars entered the Celebrity Big Brother house. And since then, we've seen alliances formed, we've seen friendships forged. But who are the real friends and who are the frenemies in that house? So let's talk about Jarrah. They were torn apart last night. Farrah said when she left Caprice, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. What do you think that meant to Jenna?
Well, you know, it's tough when you're in the house, and especially last night in particular, it were the people in the house that were voting you out.
Yeah, that was harsh.
So I think what she said was really relevant, and I think it's true. When you're in this bubble, and you don't know who's going to vote. You know, the public, the people in the house. Keep it all close. This is a competition.
Do you think it's a real friendship?
You know what? It's difficult, guys. I think you're right. I remember when I did Celebrity Big Brother 500 years ago.
Which I loved, by the way.
Thank you. You know, one of the housemates, when we got out of the house, I thought I was friends with her. She didn't even talk to me.
Who?
Bridget Nielsen.
Bridget Nielsen! Oh my God, Jackie! Bridget Nielsen. Oh.
Yeah. But I have to say, Lisa Jansen, I still talk to this day.
Oh,
And she's one of my closest friends. I love her.
She's a lovely girl as well,
She's
Lisa.
so lovely.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll ask her down memory lane. Right, let's get back to the show. Alex, what are you making of Jarrah? Do you think it is a real bond that they've got, or do you think it will be something that's left in the house?
I don't think so. I think Farrah knows that really deep down she's alienated herself from the house. I think the Americans in there would be embarrassed to say we don't like her, but they have to. Because the thing is, though, it's not nice being the only one in the house where no one likes you. I sort of had that a little bit.
Do you have any experience with that?
Tell
us about that. You started talking to yourself.
Just a little bit. No, once
it's like a session, isn't it?
Yeah. But they did say once I was in the top 10 most hated men. I actually got in after Simon Cowell, believe it or not. You know, that was 80 men. But I changed it around. But I don't know. Maybe she feels a bit sorry for her because I think sometimes, you know, we don't want to alienate people too much. But, you know, Farrah has changed a hell of a lot since
this week. Yeah.
She went back in and thought she was all on top, and when they found out the joke was on her.
And then she come on bots last night and went back to normal, didn't she?
She's almost like a different person in the house. Even I think Bobby Davro likes her now.
Which
a little bit, you know.
Which is quite a shock, to be
Yeah.
fair. But she did lead. Go on, Charlie. What you say?
No, I don't. Well, I think that friendship, I don't think it is going to last, and I think it was convenient to hitch their wagons together, so I don't think it's going to last. But I do think, and I'm doing a little sidestep here, I do think that James and Austin are going to stay together.
You do?
Yeah, I think they'll do a lot of appearances in gay bars.
Get the pink pound.
Yeah.
You see, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so. I think Austin will try and reach out, but James won't go for it.
You think he'll real?
I do.
Well, let's talk about another relationship in there, Janice and Chloe. They're potentially the friendship that no one really saw coming.
And that is tactical on Janice's part.
You think it's tactical on Janice's part?
Yeah, because the show, Janice is the most captivating person to watch. If I could control the live feed, I would have a remote control and I'd have all the cameras aimed at Janice. She is a master manipulator. She knows what she's doing. And she knows that Chloe and Stevie have been voted in
that top 4 last night.
Yes.
Not only that, she
and she's
said it,
aligning herself.
But she said it on the show last night or the night before that she thinks they're going to win.
So she's
I think
aligned
you're
herself.
right.
It's tactical.
I think you're right.
Alex, do you not think maybe she's trying to be a bit of a mother figure to Chloe? You know, Chloe's grown up wanting to be a model. Janice has done it.
I don't know. I mean, like, back in the olden days, before digital, you know, I used to be a model, believe it or not. You know, and models stick together, you know. And I think this is the thing here, because Chloe Jasmine, I mean, I liked her when she was on the programme. I think I think she was a decade too late to be a model, and I think Janice probably sees it. And I think there is that thing, you know, how, I don't know, if you're a Millwall supporter, you hang around with Millwall supporters, and I think it's the same with models. Models hang around models, even if there is about 10 decades between them.
Caprice is like, what?
I guess that's the reason why we've all been put on the panel together.
What a panel of beauties.
A couple of glasses of wine and I'm getting a little... Models do like to spend time together.
This could be a whole new opening for Charlie, guys. I'm just putting it out there. Let's just quickly talk about James and Farrah, because that threatened to happen at some point, but now, as we said earlier, it could be James and Jenna. Were we that blind not to see it, Caprice?
I want to see it.
She wants more.
Oh, I want to see this. This is the most unexpected coupling alive. It's fabulous.
But has that, now looking back, have we seen any hint of this, the whole series? Because I can't think of when I have.
No, that's because Farrah was hogging all of Jenna's attention. And so she didn't have any time to focus on James's lovely physique.
Right. Oh.
She was distracted by Farrah's big teeth.
Well, don't start on the big teeth, for fuck. Don't start! I've got to rip that wig off. Listen, Bobby and Sherry, let's talk about them, because they've formed a friendship. But tonight, it seemed that Sherry seemed a bit annoyed at Bobby's attitude towards Farrah. I mean, do you think that friendship's wearing a bit thin between Bobby and Sherry? Because they were like the house mum and dad, or nan and granddad, to be fair.
Well, anyone would get on your nerves if you spend... I mean, I'm getting on their nerves, and I've only known them 25 minutes.
No, you're not.
I think... Just like James and Austin, they bicker, then they go get back together, and I think it's the same sort of thing. Another 24 hours, it'll be over. They'll be having a cup of tea, talking about boring things that we don't want to see.
Yeah, I agree.
What about Natasha? Because Natasha, I think it's quite fair to say Natasha's. I think over the last couple of days, been keeping a bit of a distance.
She has not delivered on her promise
it's only
of bringing
because
the
if
heat.
people have a go at her, then she bites. You know, if everything's going good, Natasha is quiet. But we've seen her on, like, the first day, you know, when Farrah came at her, she was, like, straight in there. But I think if things are going good, Natasha is quite happy with the things. But it might not exactly be... We like that. It might not exactly be a good thing to watch, you know, because we do like the car crash element of the programme. But Natasha, at least, she does... stick up for herself, but only if pushed.
If really
you know.
attacked.
I've got 10 seconds before we fall off. Can't believe I'm saying it. Who do you want to win, Charlie?
James.
James to win, Caprice?
James or Natasha.
James or Natasha. Alex?
James.
James as well. Give it up for these guys. I want to say a massive thank you to my panel tonight, Caprice, Alex and Charlie. And not forgetting the gorgeous Cammy Lee. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back here at 11 p.m, where I'm going to be joined by Michelle Visage. She's here more than I am these days. Big Brother legend Nicky Graham, and he's always behind you. Biggins is going to be back. Until then, you can catch up with all the latest in Live from the House right here on 5 Star. But now, let's not delay the inevitable. It is the Manchester lad who become a multi-selling pop star and a celebrity Big Bro legend. Back with his brand new single, Deja Vu. Give it up for Kevin and Night Night.
You're the wish I made, the heart I saved, the reason I kept waiting for you. Time, I lost my time, one step behind when I was waiting for you. 'Cause I'd rather be alone than lie and be with someone that's not you. Are you still out there? 'Cause I've seen you somewhere. Are you a deja vu? 'Cause I don't want nothing, so I went for one thing that you would know me too, yeah.
wait for